Freddie Woodman, take a bow, son. What a day that was. He was my personal man of the match against Crystal Palace. I know he didn't keep a clean sheet in the end, but to me, it was like he kept a clean sheet. He made 5 saves. That was his first ever start in the Premier League for Liverpool. And he said after the game, it was an unbelievable moment for me. I didn't think I would play at Anfield in a Premier League game when I joined this club. And boy, did he grasp, boy, did he take that opportunity. And even last week against Everton, he has that calmness, that composure about him that you absolutely want from a goalkeeper. And, I hope we get to see more of him in the future because from everything I've seen, and I know we haven't seen much, I'm just like, I trust you. I back you, and the goalkeeping position for Liverpool is not easy. So it says something about him. You know what I mean? And it was also beautiful to see that the cop sung for him, which is also not something you would have expected at the beginning of the season. And also, at the end, Robbo pushed him towards the cop and he just got like a beautiful ovation from all the fans. And these are the moments, these are the moments. It'll go down as one of my favorite moments in the season, and even everything. It was 3 great goals today. The fact that we got to, have Alexander Isak score. It was basically a half chance, but he's so good in around that area that he scored it. It'll do him the world of confidence, who's had so many down moments in this season, so that's so good for him. Then we got to see Robbo score. It's probably his last goal for Liverpool. That was beautiful to see. And finally, Florian Wirtz. I mean, when you look at a replay, I can't show it here because of copyright, but there's a specific angle that you can look at it, guys, of that Wirtz goal, and it is absolutely stunning the way he hits it perfectly. And overall, it's a perfect day. You know what I mean? I know you'd say clean sheet, this and that, but Villa also lost, which means we're now in 4th, and we face United now next week. The only thing that puts a little bit of a dent on this day, and I'm pray that it's not too serious, is the fact that Mohamed Salah came off injured. And Slot said after, quote, "We simply don't know. We have to wait and see how the injury is. Let's hope for the best." So that's all we really know on the Salah injury, but it doesn't look good because it seems like it's a hamstring. And he did say that Salah is never one to want to come off. We know how he's always desperate to score or add to a goal if he hasn't scored already. And the fact that he asked to come off, it's just not a good sign. But, I just pray that he's available already for next week because this will be his last game against United. And we know how much he likes to score against United, so I need him to be back for that game. I would actually be so gutted if he missed that game. But, man, I'm just, seeing all the, Wirtz smiling after the game, the Woodman stepping up. There's so many, there's so many moments from today that just makes you smile, and I feel like we've been missing that so much this season, and I'm just so glad that we got to see that today. You know what I mean? And now that's 3 wins on the spin. I want to give a shout out to Curtis Jones as well, who has played the last 2 games now at right back, and he's properly stepped up. You know what I mean? He's properly stepped up, and I think he's showing how important he is. Even if it's more of that kind of versatile squad player that's going to fill in different positions, he's showing that he can do it. You know what I mean? So shout out to him as well. But I'm just in such a good mood because we've been desperate for these kind of moments, and now we can build on this. We can really build on this because it is 3 wins in a row. I know there's parts where, if you look at the chances Palace had, they did have chances, that's for sure. And there's so many things we'll need to improve on. But I'm just saying it still, feels like, we can end the season in a strong way and then have some positivity because this season has been filled with so much negativity and toxicity. And that's probably one of the reasons why I've made a little bit less videos long form wise, because I've just felt like I kind of needed a break from the football. You know what I mean? To be perfectly honest with you guys, it's just not felt like it had this unity and positivity, and I'm not going to fake that. You know what I mean? And just the feeling within the fan base and the community has made, I think, quite a lot of us want to take a little bit of a break, and that's on and off the pitch, But yeah, let me know how you guys are feeling after that. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your weekend. I'm going to go now on a walk in the park and I'm just gonna enjoy it because it's starting to be beautiful out. And like I said, I just want good vibes to end the season. And I'm praying that Salah is going to be okay, like I said, for next week and this last month. Because look, now our next game is on May 3rd. So that's next Sunday against Man United at Old Trafford. Huge game. But then we're into, May. And these are the last few moments that we're going to see. Last few games we're going to see of Robbo, who again, I thought was outstanding today. And he showed he could still be a proper Liverpool player. He needs to go, if he really is leaving Liverpool, and obviously it looks like he is, I'm just not fully accepting it. He's got to go to a top club because clearly he can still operate at a very good level. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's going to be the last few games of Robbo, last few games of Salah, potentially the last few games of Alisson. So it's going to be an emotional time in terms of legends that have meant so much to us for so many years. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm not sure how ready I am for that, you know what I mean? Because this season has been such a strange, odd one with obviously a lot of down moments and stuff. But like I said, hopefully we can end it with a series of wins and have some of that positivity so that Salah, even though we obviously would have wanted to end the season with a trophy and something like that to remember, it still will help if we end the season with wins because it just like everybody feels better after wins, you know what I mean? Just like how we felt pre-Merseyside derby and then after, no matter how poor we've been this season, it gives everybody a lift. It's just facts, And again, today gives us all a lift, you know what I mean? Which is much, much needed, that's for sure. But I'm so happy. Mario was just sending me some photos that he's asking for from the game. He's always showing crazy passion. I love it. But yeah, guys, let me know. Let me know how you're all feeling. And like I said, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your weekend. And I will see you in the next one. Ciao, guys. You'll never walk alone. Thank you as always for your support.